In March of 2010, I was arrested and had some drug charges placed against me. It was my first arrest, never been in trouble. I had a boyfriend that was addicted to OxyContin and trying to help him out instead of reaching for outside help, which I understand is dumb, but just trying to help him out, and ended up I was arrested. He had an addiction problem, so he got thrown into rehab. I got 2 felony counts on that, and I ended up pleading guilty in January of 2011 to the 2 felony counts, placed on 5 years probation. But I worked 3 jobs just to make sure my bills were paid. So I went back to school, graduated in May of 2016 with my bachelor's. But with that mistake, here I am 9 years later, still having to pay for that price and work multiple jobs, do self-employment on the side to try to earn just a little bit of extra money. And I have a bachelor's degree that I'm paying student loans on, but not that I don't use that degree, but I can't find employment in that degree. Unfortunately, it's a little pricey right now, and I can look at it and say, okay, I can file this paperwork for $500, or my house payment's $570.
We have to find something that supports people when they come out of jail, that allows them to see employers willing to hire them regardless of these felony convictions, and also be willing to invest in them for the future. The program is designed for employers to assist employees with the expungement process and the associated costs to remove these qualifying Class D felony convictions from their record.
A person is eligible for expungement if they have a misdemeanor or Class D felony convictions. If they were acquitted or the charges were dismissed, that's also on the record. Or if they receive a pardon from the governor, then they're eligible. These don't include convictions for sex offenses or offenses against a child. But they only become eligible for expungement 5 years after completion of their sentence, probation, and that includes paying fines.
As an employer, we have a need for workforce, especially in areas where retention is a challenge. And I think I can speak for a number of employers in the area where they are looking for dedicated workers that will stay over the course of time. And I just remember being inspired by Timmy's story and saying, we have to create the pathway for these individuals to gain employment. And I just thought, if she wants to work and we have a need, why not partner together? And then the part of her story that really touched me was, there are moments where you choose to either pay for rent or pay for expungement costs. That's a no-brainer. And so expungement kind of goes by the wayside. And I just felt like we could be the example to local employers to create a way for them to take a chance on individuals who want to work, in the hopes that, over the course of time, we are able to offer funds to individuals to offset costs of expungements. They get their goals of having a clean record. We have a retained employee who is now ingrained in our culture and believes in what we do in our mission, and we are able to retain talent over time. And I think that's what any employer wants to do.
Felons aren't always bad people. You make one mistake, sometimes that's a misdemeanor and you don't see it, sometimes it's a felony and you do. Just the other day, I received notification, actually after my newborn was born, that my record was expunged. And then last week, I had a background check run and it came back clean for the first time in 10 years. So that was pretty exciting to see that, and just how amazing that can be, not only in my life, but into other people who haven't had that support, who need that support.